insights on AllNews Nigeria TV, and I am your host, Praise Ganiu. And yes, here we give insights on any trending issues. And yes, what we are going to be giving insights on today is a very controversial issue that I'm sure you guys need answers to. But before that, let's take a look at the trending issues for this week. Putin announces COVID-19 vaccine developed by Russia. This is certainly a very good news because, we've been fighting this pandemic for a while now, and finally we have at least a finished vaccine. But then I would advise Russia to take the advice by WHO. They should make sure they go through all the established guidelines for a safe vaccine. We are talking about lives here then, but then I wish them good luck. Former presidential candidate Dr. Obadia Mailafia says repentant terrorists exposed Northern governor as Boko Haram leader. Nigeria receives COVID-19 ventilators donation from United States. Nigerians drag Buhari's aide over tweet endorsing death for blasphemy. Nigerians react as Sharia court sentences singer to death by hanging. Guys, that is what we are going to be talking about today. This particular topic or this particular trending issue is actually very trending, and it has caused a lot of issues on the internet, and Twitter everywhere is just going agog because of this issue. And yes, AllNews took it upon itself to have series of telephone interviews with faithful Muslims, with imams, with Alfas, to know their opinions on this particular issue. So let's hear what they have to say.
Those people who are passing that verdict in the northern part, they have something different from what we call Islam. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So it's a matter that I believe the federal government of Nigeria should have acted very well to take balance whatever religion principle that whoever may be bringing into our system. So whatever that judgment they are passing is against the teaching of Al-Quran and the hadith of Rasul they are talking about. There was no any reference they can refer to in Al-Quran that supported that act. I'm telling you, tell them that someone said there was nothing of such in Al-Quran, neither from the tradition of Rasul, that someone who blasphemed the Prophet was killed when he was alive. There was nothing of such. So it's act of terrorism. Quote me. Those people who are passing that judgment, they are members of terrorist group who emanated from the southeast when the southwest, the westerners, the American people persecuted the Middle East countries, states. So the outcome of being threatened by the westerners, that was what led to terrorism, and the act of passing that kind of verdict against whoever that blasphemed Rasul is also act of terrorism, is act of Islam. It's not part of Islam at all. That is why such a thing you cannot see in the southwest. Southwest, you cannot see such, because all those things we've read, we've known the truth between the wrong and the bad. But in the northern part, there are so many problems here. But they are not hiding under religion, whereas there is nothing of such in Islam at all.
Alright, those are the opinions of faithful Muslims in the country. But guys, we can't just conclude on this particular topic or this particular issue like that, because it's a very controversial one. And that is why AllNews had another telephone interview with a barrister. This barrister studies Sharia and common law. Please, let's see what Barrister Sali Tijani has to say about this issue.
The Sharia law doesn't bind the non-Muslims. Okay. Going by section 277 sub E of the Constitution Federal Republic of Nigeria, the parties to be bound by the Sharia law are Muslims. Sharia law can only govern affairs of only Muslims.
Okay.
If you are a non-Muslim, if you are not a Muslim, automatically the court will not have jurisdiction over you. If you are not a Muslim, you don't have anything to do before the Sharia court. So section 277 paragraph E of the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria actually spread that one out. Parties to be bound by the Sharia law must be Muslim. Thank you.
All right. So we know that the law is effective in the northern states like Kano.
Yes.
Yeah. So is the law location specific? Like if a Lagosian is found guilty of the Sharia law, can the person be punished?
Well, if such a Lagosian commit that crime in Kano,
okay,
and that is one. Two is that if such a Lagosian is a Muslim, and he submits himself to the jurisdiction of the Sharia law in Kano, so automatically Sharia law will bind him. You understand? He's a Lagosian. If he commits the offense in Kano State, and he's a Muslim, he submits himself to the court that, no, I want the court to administer the criminal justice system over me. Then the court can go ahead. Okay?
Right.
So the court can ban him. Okay? Right. It depends on where the offense has been committed.
Right.
Just like somebody in abroad commit an offense, so they can try him there. But the fundamental condition is that the person that commits offense must be a Muslim. And he must ensure that he presents himself to the court, that I want the court to govern my affairs. Thank you.
Okay, so he must present himself that he
must, yes, that is underlined, very, very important.
So they can't arrest him.
Even if he's a Muslim, if you are before the court or a Sharia court, and you now deny that, no, I don't want this court to govern my jurisdiction, even though you are a Muslim, so automatically such a person will be allowed to go. Okay, so he must be a Muslim, and he must be ready, he must submit himself to the jurisdiction of the court. If he says, no, I don't want you to govern me, then the Sharia court will hands off. Okay.
So can you appeal a Sharia court decision, sir?
Definitely, you can appeal.
Where do you go for that?
The appeal from the Sharia court of appeal will go to court of appeal. If you look at section 5 of 5 of the Constitution, Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, it spell out the court, the hierarchy of the court. We have Supreme Court of Nigeria, so as the first court. We have the Court of Appeal. Then we now have Federal High Court. We have State High Court. We have Customary Court of Appeal. We have Sharia Court. All those courts, from Federal High Court, State High Court, Sharia Court of Appeal, Customary Court of Appeal, Industrial Court, they are all on the same level with different, but only as necessary different matters. Okay, so they are on the same level. Any judgment from any of those courts will definitely lie in court of appeal. So judgment from if there is any party, aggrieved party, somebody that is not satisfied with the judgment of the Sharia court, will definitely file an appeal to the court of appeal. So that kind of the decision from the Sharia court of appeal, it can lie in court of appeal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. So where is the Sharia law in the hierarchy of Nigeria legal system?
Just like I told you, if you look at our constitution, this is the ground norm of the law, fundamental law of Nigeria. If you look at section 6 of 5 of the Constitution Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is categorically stated that Sharia court of appeal, Sharia court or Sharia law or whatever you call it, Sharia court of appeal is one of the courts of record. It's one of the courts recognized by the Nigerian Constitution, by the fundamental law of the land.
So is it backed by Nigerian Constitution, the Sharia law?
Is it what?
Is it backed by the Nigerian Constitution, the Sharia
law?
No,
it's not. No, the Sharia law is part of Nigerian law. It's part of our legal system. Okay. It's part of the Constitution. Okay. So section 6 of 5 of the Constitution actually set out Sharia Court of Appeal as one of our courts, one of the court of competent jurisdiction, one of the court of record in Nigeria. Section 6 of 5. Thank you, of the Constitution.
All right, so looking at the case of this singer, I don't know if you're aware of it, he has been sentenced to death by hanging.
Yes.
Is death by hanging the final decision? Like, must the offender that has been found guilty, must they die? Is there no alternative on punishment?
Where? in law, if somebody even sentenced to death by hanging, more often than not, the sentence may be executed. At times, the person may not, the government of the day may decide. They may even give the person amnesty. You know what happened. Even in other courts, there are so many inmates there that have been sentenced to death that at the end of the day, they will not see that kind of thing. It will not occur to death. So, if court say that it should be hanged by death, then if the government decides to do that, of course they do that. But if it's not satisfied, because that is not important. If it's not satisfied with the decision, then he has the right to appeal against that judgment of the court. Not even Sharia court this time around. Any court of record in Nigeria. It may be high court, it may be customary court. You can appeal against decision of any court. So the court of appeal.
Okay, sir.
So thank you very much.
This last question, there have been reactions online about the law and everything. We have people that said, okay, this law was passed in 2000 and it's 20 years now. And so my last question is, we have Nigerians that they are saying that this law should actually be scrapped. That it's just like the people don't have freedom of opinion, and they can't just say their opinion. So do you think, as a Muslim and also a barrister, do you think that the law should be scrapped?
Well, whether you like it or not, there is no way I think we can pass Sharia law, because it is part of our Nigerian legal system. If you have a law student at any university, he has to be taught what and what. If you are talking of Nigerian law, our local legislation, Nigerian law generally, you have to be taught. Part of them is Sharia law. Just like in our own part here, we have what is called customary law. We have our own custom. That Sharia is also part of the custom of some people living in the same Nigeria. So it cannot be scrapped. But what people don't need to understand is that before you can go to the Sharia court, you have to be Muslims. It is very simple. And Sharia law has its own criminal justice, has every other thing, has the simple part of it, has similar part of it. But it is very simple. If you are a Muslim and you think you want this court to govern you, then you go to the court. But if you feel that, I'm a Muslim, but I don't want this court, I don't want that kind of judgment, you tell them that you are not a Muslim. You deny that. They leave you. They cannot force anybody. The only parties before the court are Muslims. The Sharia law is not governable over the non-Muslim. Once you are not a Muslim, then the court is not competent to have any decision over your matters. So thank you very much.
Alright guys, that will be all for today on Inside. Feel free to drop your comments, your opinions on all of the issues discussed here. And of course, don't forget to like this video, share to your people that needs to see this video. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. And I still remain your host, Praise God. See you next time.